how does one prepare for sort of jumping onto this fast-moving train that could very well define a chunk of your career from here on out?
Perhaps better than what I'm planning to do. The lore, the length of the history, the amount of... I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to backtrack. So I have a friend who several years ago was like, what's this Star Trek stuff all about? I think I'm going to give it a whirl. And when he does something, he does it the right way, and he does it all out. So he started with the very first episode ever and liked it and continued. And 7 years later, he was current and had watched everything. So I hear something like that and I think, I don't have 7 years before we shoot Renegades. so I need a crash course. So instead of having any expectation of going in knowing everything I could or even perhaps should know, I instead am just going in being completely honest with everyone involved, including the fan base, saying, I am brand new to this. So I am inevitably going to make some mistakes, and please don't crucify me for that.
So just to clarify, you haven't seen every episode of Star Trek, is that?
That's true. That is, I know. Please don't fire me.
This interview's over. I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
No, I think I've heard actors talk about how they prepare for performance. Like on the show Smallville, the guy who played Clark Kent, Tom Welling, was totally unfamiliar with he'd seen the Christopher Reeve movies, but he sort of ignored the Lois and Clark show. He sort of ignored a lot of stuff because that character's journey was starting from a blank slate. So it sort of made sense from a performance perspective, like why sort of laden yourself with everyone else's take on the character, build something new. So let's talk about your character, who is a new character to the Star Trek universe. What can you tell me about the person you'll be playing?
She's badass and totally cool. I love her. I have to say, even this conversation is almost premature because I've only had the script for a couple of days. So it's sort of all brand new to me. I'm learning everything just practically hours ago. But I love her. I'm incredibly happy with what the initial idea that I was told about and now the full vision that I'm seeing. I'm super grateful for the character. I just love everything about her. She is a bit of a loose cannon. She is smart, maybe a little manipulative. My favorite description of her so far has been that she's a little bit like Lara Croft, but crazy. She's just rich. She's, I will say she will be very delicious to play. Yeah, okay. She's a yummy character.
So give me a couple facts about the character. Like, tell me, like, what's the name of your character? Give me everything. Give me the bio of this character you're playing.
The bio is Captain Lexxa Singh. She has an incredible genetic history, but even...
Last name Singh.
I know. But even more than that, she has a personal history that she's dealing with right now, or a personal present, where she is in prison. And she is having to hold her own in prison with some pretty vicious fights. And she gives as good as she gets. She is not particularly interested in helping anybody but herself at this point when she is approached and brought into the story. And she doesn't make it easy on anyone. But it's an interesting journey.
Well, is your character in any prosthetic makeup, or are you a human kind of person?
Unless there's information I don't know. As far as I know, I am completely human, or looking completely human. I'm sure quite bruised and battered, certainly at moments. I've heard rumor that I might have a bit of a prison tattoo. So we'll see. Yeah, it could be.
Now, put this into context for me. Having not read the script and being sort of unaware, are you the female lead of the series? Are you like a minor character that appears in one episode? Do you know that information?
I don't know what the future holds for the project. I will say in the script that I've seen, I'm a significant character. I hate saying lead because I don't think that I just hate that. But even more so, I just think what's really impressive about this project is how many Star Trek veterans are involved. So I mean, I sort of tip my hat to them. So regardless of the size of the part, I think I'm mid-place on the totem pole.